Students, I am telling you the whole detail about the igneous rocks. These rocks are called primary rocks since they were the first to be formed. Igneous rocks are of two types: intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks that cool below the surface of the earth are called intrusive igneous rocks, and the rate of cooling is slow inside the earth, and they take thousands of years to form and develop large crystals. And these rocks are hard and compact. Igneous rocks are hard and compact, and dolerite and granite are the examples of the igneous rocks. And second is extrusive igneous rocks. When the magma reaches the surface of the earth and cool down, it solid and form rocks that are called extrusive igneous rocks. Due to rapid cooling, means continuously cooling, these rocks are fine grained, and the lava that comes out from the earth and the volcanoes cool down quickly, so crystals are not very large. They are small in size, but and examples are basalt and the obsidian are the good examples of the extrusive igneous rocks. I am telling you about the characteristics of the igneous rocks. These rocks do not have remain of plant and animals, and these rocks don't occur in distinct beds or the strata. And these rocks have metals and minerals like silver, gold, and iron. And these rocks don't allow water to percolate through them. Okay. Next is sedimentary rocks. This is the second type of rock. Sedimentary rock are formed through the consolidations of sedimentary deposits in a water bodies. Water bodies are rivers, lake, oceans, seas, and the sediments are derived by the denudation of the rocks by agents of the erosion like rivers, glaciers, wind, and waves. So these are the agents of the sedimentary rocks: river, glacier, winds, and waves. So these agents of erosion carry the eroded particles of rocks to the water bodies and deposit them there. It means the rocks roll down, crack, and hit each other. Okay, are broken down into the smaller pieces, or we can say the smaller fragments. Running water, wind, moving ice, plant, animals are also break down the rocks into smaller particles. And these smaller particles are called the sediments. Okay, the smaller deposit material is called the sediments. And these sediments are carried away by wind and rivers and are deposited in lowlands, lake, ocean, and beds. And these sediments are deposited in layers with the passage of time, and these layers harder from rocks. So, sediment contains loose particles of gravel, sand, silt, and clay in various proportion. Over a period of time, a significant thickness of sediments accumulates and it gets consolidated or compacted to form hard rocks. It means these rocks are made up of the particles of various sizes. Proportion mean various sizes, and these rocks are mostly formed under water and have marks of waves and cracks, and they are found in a horizontal layer. So the consolidations of sediment take place due to the pressure of overlying materials and presence of the cementing substances like lime. The examples are limestone and shale, sandstone, chalk. These are the examples of the sedimentary rocks. So these rocks are softer than the igneous rocks, and between the layers, these rocks contain remains of plant and animals called fossils. Okay, fossils means remains of plant and animals trapped in the layers of the rock. So the presence of the cementing substances like lime, as they are formed through the process of the sedimentation, and the rocks formed in this manner are called the sedimentary rocks. They are also known as the secondary or the derived rocks. Students, igneous rocks are known as primary rocks, and sedimentary are known as secondary rocks, and they are derived from other rocks.